Last time on Lawful Stupid, you watch as your sister is consumed by the blue flames. And there's a stillness in the air, a quiet that can only be matched by your sorrows, as Vanessa passes on through the veil for what's next to come.
Hey, we never got your name, bro. I'm Gyosbuom. Gus.
Gustum. Hey, Tuk Tuk.
Yeah!
Tuk Tuk. When you hear them say Derringer, that sounds familiar.
Derringer? Friend.
So, Stomp friend, Derringer friend?
Hop.
So Dad's fine. He's fine. We'll go get him.
You guys traverse through this wooded area. There is like the sound of water falling into this lake as you guys approach. It's very calm.
Is this the right place, Tuk Tuk?
Hop. Stomp close.
Your vision is filled with the familiar form of Stomp, and Stomp approaches with two other Gyosbuom in tow. And so, across from this body of water, this lake, you see three figures emerge. And you're able to ascertain, Gus, at the very least, you're able to recognize Strom. And so, Strom and his two cohorts are what we now know as, Gyosbuom. And they have like these bat-like ears and these not scrunched faces, but more feline faces. Their eyes are like solid black, essentially, and most of the time they don't necessarily keep their eyes open, or they keep them half open because, from what we know already, they don't have great eyesight, so they don't have any eyesight at all, actually. They use their ears to see. They are also, a relatively tall race on average. Maybe not, actually. About 6 feet is the average. So that's probably in line with humans. It's not that tall when you think about the fantasy world that we live in. They've got like a thick leathery hide on the underside of their arms. And then fur on the opposite side, kind of like an outer coat, with the inner side being more leathery and skin. And then on the top of their forearms, they have these like bone scythe appendages that are able to kind of flip forward and be used as a blade. They have 3 fingers and a thumb, which stands out, and then they have 3 toes and like a back claw. Their legs also kind of bend a little bit forward, so they're unique when it comes to bipedal, and apparently they can have up to 2 tails.
They can.
So,
yep. Just real quick, how kissable are their lips on average?
Very. I mean, I don't know. I think it depends.
The question is do you like kissing kitty cats? Because that's the type of nose mouth I was looking. Well, there you go. That is the kissableness.
3 out of 10.
Because you gotta assume they have scratchy tongues.
They will lick you before you can get a chance.
Man. Listen, one thing we know here on Lawful Stupid is we don't kink shame unless you're a juggalo or a furry, then shame will destroy you.
Yeah, what do you think we're talking about? If you're kissing feline mouths, you're a furry.
Not if you're another feline. If you were a goat, would you fuck a goat? This guy's a goat fucker. Get him out of here. If anybody gets that reference.
If I was a goat, I'd fuck an eagle.
We gotta cut that.
All right.
We gotta cut that.
No, leave that in. Anyways.
That's where we draw the line?
Yes, wait, do birds count as furries though? Have we transcended?
No, they're featheries. It's different.
Oh gosh, I thought they
probably. I found Scalies, bro.
So, you've got these three across from the lake.
Yeah. I think Charlie would stop her dancing and then kind of look at Gus. This your friend?
Stop! What's up, bro?
Yeah, I keep calling him Strom, and that's like not right.
That's not his name.
No, not at all. And I made him.
You made him. I made him real.
Oh God. So yeah, you call him. You call out to him, and him and his two companions start to like walk around the lake and head your direction.
Oh yeah, there's a big lake between us.
That's right. Is there anything you guys want to discuss amongst yourselves before?
Am I on the other side, sort of where they are? Because I was taking that lap around. I don't know where I am and where Tuk Tuk would be.
Yeah, I forgot you were doing a lap around the lake. We'll say for the sake of continuity that you've just circled back around.
Okay.
And you're with your group.
Yeah, we can start heading that way to meet him.
Big boss. Good.
Yeah, so you guys head the direction of Stom and his two companions. As you approach, Stom gives a nod, and he approaches Tuk Tuk.
You got it.
Why am I blanking?
Got it.
Tuk Tuk, right?
Got him one.
Approaches Tuk Tuk, and he kind of like puts his forehead to Tuk Tuk's forehead.
They kiss.
And you hear him. They kiss with their sandpaper
Cat
tongues. You hear them like speak in their language, and Tuk Tuk, you would know that he said, "It's good to see you safe."
It's good to be back in one piece.
For the sake of this conversation that's going to happen, is there any language translations that we like, or any type of abilities we want to kick in before the conversation starts?
I'm not using my flashback on another honey cake.
I would like to cast tongues on, I guess, the smart person would be myself.
And
yeah, I mean, otherwise you'd be casting Scratchy Tongues.
Scratchy Tongues. That's a different spell. That's a $69 tier.
And tell the audience what tongues does, please.
This spell grants the creature you touch the ability to understand any spoken language it hears. Moreover, when the target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language and can hear the target understands what it says.
Perfect. So basically it allows you to understand Stom and you to communicate with Stom. Like, because it says you can understand, and any creature that knows a language can understand you.
Everybody will be able to understand, darling, including all the Gyosbuom.
Yeah. So basically it leaves Gus out of the conversation.
Perfect.
Other than translation.
I speak vibes.
Yeah. No, that's good. Okay, yeah, so Stom will approach, and so for the understanding of this language, we're going to be speaking in common because we're translating it, but it's a simpler language. Like, English is very fluffy, and there's a lot of like predicates and these and ofs, and their language is much shorter. But
you guys,
for the sake of translation,
we're going to cut what he said about predicates.
Why?
Because that's where I draw the line.
Oh shit! No, I didn't realize.
You say English is too many predicates. That's fighting words. USA.
Okay, so so Stom is going to start the conversation and say, You weren't here when we agreed to meet here. What happened?
Sprout.
Yeah, she translates.
Just a bunch of noises, man.
Yeah, she translates for Gus. Basically, like, he's asking why we weren't here.
Oh, our family got hurt in trouble and died, and we were. You remember?
Yeah, I'll let him know.
Okay.
So she looks at Stom. We found the cave our father spoke of, and made a quick detour, and then our brother died. So we headed back to town to get some help.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Then she'll translate back to Gus. He gives his apologies for Kato.
I'm reading the room right now, and I'm not going for the hug. I'm a diplomat.
Then she'll translate that back. She's like, he's not going to give a hug or take a hug, I believe.
Oh no, that was right. You're not supposed to translate that part.
That's fine. Boundaries are important. We respect that here. Consent is very important in our culture. No, I'm glad the rest of you could make it. It's important that we try to work together and prevent further conflict between your hunters and our people.
That wouldn't be difficult for us at all. And I guess he wants to prevent conflict between them and the others, the other hunters.
Yeah. That's what we want, and we can live together in peace and happiness.
Good, you are capable of striking an accord with your people then.
She gives a look to Gus.
Gus is looking at his feet.
Okay.
Well, we can at least open the doors to talk about it.
I think that Tuk Tuk is like tapping that back, kind of claw on his foot, like on a rock or something, almost to say like it's the Gyosbuom of way of saying like, hey, I have something, but he doesn't want to interrupt. That specifically Stom would know.
Yeah.
And he kind of just
I also I can I speak vibes, so I would get that he has something to say.
Stom addresses Tuk Tuk. Yes, Tuk Tuk.
And he says, Goksvix mixing. And that's the father's missing. The father, they're looking for their father.
Oh. Yes. That... your father's missing, and you're looking for him?
Yeah. Tell him, yeah.
Just because she does like do some subtle translations in between, like lean over and whisper kind of vibe.
Yeah, we're gonna assume that unless Avon, you say differently, you're translating. Unless you decide to shorthand that translation for the giggles, or to fuck with Gus, we're gonna assume that you're translating and you're just kind of like whispering.
I'll let you know when I decide to fuck with Gus.
Perfect. Love it.
Live in constant fear.
But yes, we are looking for our father. He sent us out here to help out with something that we've yet to figure out what that is. And she'll take out the little medallion thing.
Oh, he leans forward and kind of looks at it and says, "Oh, I've seen that before." Like taps his finger against his like bangs almost. And what you notice about Stom is his right scythe, where it should be on his forearm, is missing, and he's also got half an ear missing. His right ear, the left ear that you would be looking at, is like missing half of it. And he says, "That Tuk-Tuk, where do I know that from?"
And Tuk-Tuk kind of
I don't fucking work for you.
ears flick around a bit.
Yeah, he
He
does.
says, "Weary traveler came to us. We helped. Long time ago."
That's right. The human, yes.
Hat human.
With a hat. That's who you're looking for?
Yep. I'm sorry.
Dad wears
Yeah.
a hat now?
He's always worn an Indiana Jones hat.
He's always worn
obviously.
an Indiana Jones hat.
I like to
That was
think
one
she
of the
doesn't
things
picture
that
him
you
with the hat.
guys point blank said he had.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember saying that he had that, but I did know instantly. I speak vibe.
Yeah. He has the hat. Also, jacket like this, and she'll kind of like puff out her own without the little fluff.
Yeah. Well, I remember him. It's not often that we let an outsider into our realm.
Why did you let him in?
I wouldn't have. Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy. He's very knowledgeable of our culture and our peoples, which is alarming, to say the least, since we do a fairly good job of trying to keep that internal. So when he knew a lot about us and wanted to know more, we granted him access. Also, he didn't seem like much of a threat.
No, Toddy is not very threatable.
That's how he gets you, though, man. As long as you know false sense of security. Strength.
Oh, this toddy. I see. And you're looking for him? He's missing? You're worried about him?
Yes, we are looking for him. He sent us some concerning letters, and so we're after to figure out what's happened.
Okay, that's... I could point you in the direction I saw him last. I mean, he was headed towards the primary kingdom of our people.
I got really distracted by the phrase concerning letters. And I pictured a couple different versions, one of which is a piece of paper where it just says, "Ah!" like A and then H.
It's like a howler, except for it's just
One of
big letters.
them is a blank piece of paper, and in the very middle, it's just ellipses, just 3 dots.
See, I was thinking of the Sesame Street thing where the letters have eyeballs and them attacking each other.
Okay.
That is concerning.
That is very concerning. You know what's more concerning? If they start kissing. Sorry, more kisses today, guys.
Yeah, you showed up to the podcast horny.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
Whoa, put your pants back on, bud. I told you not to stand up when we're on camera.
He's got a wife.
It's sweet kisses. It's sweet platonic kissing.
Where do we go
visiting
from here?
the kingdom would probably set us in the right direction to find him.
Yeah, that's where he went last. We should go there for sure.
I mean, to prevent any of our other siblings getting dead, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
We find him first, and then it's no issue.
Yeah. That's a good plan. If we don't die in the process.
We just need to learn how to run away faster.
Just be alive, Gooder. Kato, you idiot. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a really good lead for us. We gotta, do something. Like, I don't translate this, but we're in over our heads with this whole first contact situation. We have no idea who to take these people to.
Oh, what about that guild you were talking about?
Oh yeah, the Culinarians Guild, for sure. I'll take them to my guild where we make soup good.
No, those adventurers you sent that letter to.
Yeah, you sent the message to.
I did send an animal message.
I'll take him to the
adventures.
chefs. Good idea.
We make soup good. Hey, so I did send an animal messenger to them, and they might have gotten back. Who knows? They ate Dad or something. I don't remember.
I thought Dad didn't agree with their methods.
I'm pretty sure they're really jealous of him. I think they think he's like a cool renegade maverick, and they're really jealous.
I feel like they would be our best bet rather than any of the others.
Yeah, you got me there. That does sound like the best course of action for us in our very limited options. Because we are, again, in over our heads.
You could say that again, but it's something we can do. Like, who else is going to do it? Toddy expects the best out of us when we're trying to do our stuff, so obviously we help them. They're helping us find him.
Here's what I think we should do. I think we need to head back to Preneth. And then we'll get in touch with the guild there. And I gotta send some letters home. And we'll do anything. We'll take care of anything we need to take care of. And then we'll go to the kingdom. Get our dad.
I mean, that feels like it makes sense. What? Since we have to introduce them, and we're obviously us, we should probably help learn more about them for when we translate.
Probably just do magic.
Yeah, we could do magic, but obviously we bring one of our friends along, and they might think they're dangerous or something. How do we explain the cultural differences?
Hey, real quick, I'm gonna turn to Tuk Tuk. I just remembered you speak common, and you heard all of it.
Also,
Tuk Tuk tells all.
Since we're spilling secrets,
You pay price, no tell.
wait. Since we're spilling secrets, Storm has understood everything that Darling has said.
Yeah.
Not a lick of what Gus has said.
I'm the one who keeps saying we're in over our heads. Oh my god, oh my god.
I know. That's what's the best. She's like, why don't we tell him to that guild? The chefs? No, not that one. The one Dad doesn't like.
I think if you wanted to have the conversation between what Tuk Tuk thinks they're saying and what Stomp hears, it can be very different.
Oh god. Well, unreliable narration.
Pretty sure they want to eat you, Stomp.
They said they're going to kill their dad too.
Oh,
And they're going to chop off his head.
He said he's going to eat everything. I don't know what he means by everything, but I'm concerned.
But I'm concerned.
I'm part of everything, right? Yeah, so that's a good plan. We should tell them about it.
So, get to know them, go back to town, take care of business, then go find Dad.
How much are we getting to know them, though? Like, how much? Because they probably have, like, a lot of stuff. Like,
Well, the best way I know to get to know somebody, besides my other methods, is to tell stories.
oh, and I'll eat all their food.
And you can teach them
You're
how
right.
to cook food.
I'll No, they probably can cook and have their own delicious food, and I will eat it, and then I'll learn all about their culture.
But then they can learn ours too.
I mean, I'm going to cook for them. We'll trade. That's fine.
Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah, I am now 800% more excited about this plan.
Oh,
I'll look back to Stomp because we were
Who's just, like,
prattling on,
staring at them, who's like just like prattling on, just like letting you guys have this weird nervous energy conversation.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about a plan where we trade information about each other? Like, I can tell stories and I'll hear your stories, and he can learn your cooking and also teach you of our cooking, since that's how we know how to do things. And then we go back to our little town called Prenith. And we can make contact with one of the guilds. That would be probably better than any of the hunters or military out here. And chat with them, and then we'll come back to come find our dad. Assuming we've done everything well. Rather give you what you want first than us getting what we want first.
Fair enough. There's a bit of a problem in that, just factually. We'd be happy to cook a meal for you and express some of those customs, but as far as giving you information about us, I will be more limited in that until I meet with someone, how you say, official, or someone who has proof that they can negotiate or speak on the behalf of Prenith is the city in the sky, or the city that reaches the sky. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah, someone who can negotiate or speak on their behalf. Or proof that you've been given that. We're not going to just explain our people and without some real standing. It seems unsafe for us.
I mean, we'll excuse the fact that they did that for our father, exactly what we asked them to do.
I feel like that makes sense.
Did he go back?
Here's my thing. Cooking's all well and good, but the mayor of our city, Footloose, has forbidden dancing.
Well, thank God they're just giving you cooking.
I don't. Gus is nodding. He thinks these are good vibes. He's like, yeah, hell yeah.
I feel like that's acceptable. Showing each other friendly hands is a good start, and us telling them that, hey, these guys are cool.
He raises one of his clawed fingers and says, I've got an idea. I'll send Tuk Tuk with you.
Tuk Tuk perks up. Go with Bear?
Yes, go with Bear and
Fox?
Critter?
Fox?
Fox.
I may have two tails, but I am Fox.
Oh, mean no offense.
I may have very bear-like features, but I'm still a man, dude.
This excite. This is very good. Tuk Tuk Adventure?
I love
No more Tuk Tuk Gatherer, Tuk Tuk Adventurer.
Well, we can discuss upon your return.
Up.
I'm reading the vibe that Tuk Tuk just got a promotion, and I'm happy for him.
Yeah. Oh, looks like we'll be having a third with us anyway. It'd be great.
Oh, Tuk Tuk? Please tell me it's Tuk Tuk.
It is Tuk Tuk.
I didn't hear them say any words except for Tuk Tuk a bunch. Oh, is it Tuk Tuk? Oh, yeah! Tuk Tuk's allowed to stay for dinner!
We leave now?
Sure, you can leave now if you want.
I was promised delicacies.
Well, you can't hear me, you motherfucker.
I heard what you said about the town.
I guess you heard Tuk Tuk say we leave now. That's fair.
But I suppose Tuk Tuk can show Gus a few recipes.
Tuk Tuk shrugs. Hup hup.
Tuk Tuk burned bug meat on stick.
we call this rations.
We call this hard attack.
Yeah.
It's like the lamest shit.
This is bottom of the barrel. Enjoy.
Hey, our
people
cookies
love
have
this.
raisins in them.
This is dried leaves.
These are supposed to be chocolate chips, but this time I just put ants. That's what I had.
Oh no.
We lick the trees.
Special pulls off proteins and nutrients.
That's how we get our.
Your tongue not scratchy? You starve.
You don't do scratch. You can't lick through
What?
bark.
What a good fucking reference to Campaign 2.
Oh, gotta drink that sap, boy.
Lick through bark.
We can make you a meal, sure, before you embark home.
That would be wonderful since travel is always long. Look at the cart, very sad. We haven't had break.
You act like we don't eat super good on that cart. It's literally a food cart.
We eat super good. However, riding on the cart is different experience.
Just
You don't have any cushions on anything.
Just because we have permanent bumpies from all our time on the cart. We just bump no matter where we are. We're just always bumping.
You should beware of how you use the term bumpies on a cart, brother.
Okay, why?
Bumpies. Bumpies.
Bumpies! Bumpy!
If the cart is rocking, don't come knocking.
As I said earlier, I think it's episode 1 callback already. If this cart is a rockin', I'm probably in here cooking a bunch. Probably cooking really hard in here to make the cart rock so much.
You and I have learned different things about carts. Perhaps I'll explain it later.
Sprout, I'm gonna put my hand on your my giant, meaty bear hand. I'm a married man. I've lived and experienced things.
Like, for instance, I can make eggs Benedict.
I'm also very large. Look at me. I'm gigantic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't fucking carts. or any small space.
Especially ones I cook in.
Especially once I cook it.
Tuk Tuk looks over at Stom and says, he's explaining the mating rituals to his sister. Strange, but this must be one of the... I will take notes.
Ugh. No,
We don't mate with our siblings.
Us either.
Interesting.
Just to be
No,
super clear.
No, stop it, all
Just
of
to be
you.
super. I don't speak your
I'm just
language,
trying to
but I
learn
need
about
you
your
to. I
people.
need you to understand my vibe.
It's a vibe.
Oh, yeah, he's got a vibe from you.
The
He takes
vibe.
half a step back.
He does the circle with one hand, finger the other. He's like, I get it.
I'd like. To,
I
I'd
get
like.
you.
Just wave him away.
If it's necessary to roll, I will. But I would like to exude a vibe.
A vibe.
of,
It's a vibe roll.
That's yucky.
I think you can do that without a roll.
I do fluently speak Vibe. You're right. I'm proficient in Vibe.
That's something you're like hammering home like that's gonna matter, but I appreciate it.
It says on my character sheet languages: common,
Vibe,
druidic, undercommon, and Vibe.
That's a
Really,
weird mouth typo for bullshit.
Druidic and undercommon. I think if you speak both those languages, you do kind of speak Vibe.
Yeah. No. Not really. Okay. So Storm. So let us gather you some food and make you a meal. Feel free to get comfortable. In all fairness, I think perhaps you do the same and we'll share.
Okay.
Yeah, there should be no issue.
What do you do if they come back with just a pile of dry berries?
Or just sticks.
I mean,
This is the
sticks.
best.
Here's the thing: is that I'm also making food, and if they want to show up with dried berries, that's fine. I think I'm trying to what food best represents humanity. What food best represents our peoples and our story?
Fried chicken.
Pies.
Oh, it is a type of pie. It's a pizza pie. I think I'm gonna make a pizza.
It's a pizza pie.
I think a pizza is the way to go.
Oh, can I help with that one? That one's easy.
Yeah, what I need you to do, because you're very good at spinning, I need you to be in charge of the dough. Just spin it and throw it, and spin it and throw it, and spin it. Just pirouette and throw it over your head for an hour.
Oh, I got it.
1 hour? I help.
Yeah, I help. Tuk Tuk.
I help.
Yeah, come on, Tuk Tuk. You're my new sister.
But he's actually really good. You think he's going to be incompetent, but he just gets it.
Tuk Tuk. I'm gonna put a hand on his, a big bare hand on his shoulder.
We mating now?
I have fucking cards.
But there's plenty of room on this beach by this lake. Yeah, for this shore.
That does not mean that.
No, it doesn't. That's just fine. Everyone laughs. Let's move on. Good.
Sometimes it does.
Yeah, so you guys go make a pizza. Time passes, and they come back. The three of them come back, and they build a fire on the near you guys, not like super close to catch you on fire or anything, but you know they make their own little campfire and they're cooking. And after some time passes, I think Stom motions over Tuk Tuk and we're ready. Is are they good? They ready to share?
They have gone to great lengths to cook food. I think that we should be very excited either way about how it tastes.
Good. I was hoping as such. Perfect. So yeah, you guys made a pizza. They actually fished up some fish from the lake and have prepared them with berries and on these fish that they cooked on bark strips, and they have like drizzled these berries on top of them, as well as brought some of their people's wine.
I'm excited to try it.
Yeah. So they present a plate for each of you.
It smells very delicious. Translate my pun.
It smells very delicious.
Good. Excellent.
Indeed.
Glad.
It looks great.
I'm gonna chomp it.
Yeah, you do.
Delicious.
Do you think it's good? That's the question. It's cooked
Do I-
well. I mean, it's certainly not like you make exquisite food.
I would
This is not that.
pair fish and berry offhand.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe
Well,
slab, but that's
I mean,
not
it's
my first
good.
go-to.
It is good food. It's certainly not necessarily like if you don't like those combos, you don't. But there's something to it. You can tell
Something to
like you're like somebody likes this, maybe not
Somebody
you.
likes
But even then, my point is like you're an exquisite cook. These are like soldiers that are cooking.
Yeah.
So it's very run of the mill. Like you could even think like maybe they just did this dish wrong, like that they're missing something, but they seem proud of the dish, like it's a dish that their people make.
Oh yeah, cool.
I think that the way you eat it, though, after you take a bite, if you look around, the rest of them are kind of using their precision claws to like tear off at any scales and tear away the skin and have just the meat. And so
they're descaled, man. They're descaled.
You look like you're crazy by just like. So they're kind of just staring at you. You're a spectacle at this point for Tuk Tuk.
Nah, chomp.
Yeah, they're eating with their hands for sure. Hands and claws.
Okay, when we show off our pizza, though.
Yeah, now pizza
Darling's going to show him how to
baby.
hold the pizza. Because there's a specific way where you kind of just half fold it in that little triangle shape.
Oh,
It's
so
like
it's
this,
like
then
a
you should take
flimsy
a bite.
pizza. Got it. All right.
At least that's how I see it. Let's just make it.
Well, Gus likes a deep dish pizza, but I did expressly give you the instructions to pirouette for 1 hour while tossing the pizza over your head, so it's going to be a thin
It's
boy.
probably very thin. Yeah.
It's gonna be thin. Is it thin? Yeah, I think Stom takes the pizza, looks at it like he did, he like folds it in half. Not nearly as like well as you did, right? He only has X amount of fingers and dexterity of something, and he just kind of like shoves it in there and takes a big old bite.
It's a wild game pepperoni, which is like a sausage that I made from small critters in the area and various spices. And then it's going to be locally sourced mushrooms with a nice meaty, earthy kind of situation going on there. And then just like supreme style, so it's like all the veggies. It's onions, it's peppers, it's all that stuff. It's highly recommend.
This is really good. This is like what the chefs make back in the city, in our main city.
Quickly rummage through my pack and produce my dirty, wrinkled chef's hat and put it on proudly. Like, yes.
The hat means he's a chef from our
I
side.
see. So is Gus chef? Makes sense.
And Tuk Tuk like had while you're talking and like tried a piece, and it is so good that he like now has turned to you instead of neatly and cleanly, precisely eating this food. He's like grabbing a couple, one in each like hand, and is shoving one in and like trying to chew fiercely through it to get to the next one. Call this pizza?
Yeah, za.
Zah!
Darling, I didn't get your last name. Gus's last name is Chef. What is your last name?
No, chef is his profession. Our last name, our family name is Derringer.
What does a Derringer do?
It fits in your boot and it can kill a man.
I think our names are kind of different than I guess if you're asking for the last name.
I legitimately
Derringer, it
explained
just
this
means
during
we
our
are
encounter.
a child of our father, Declan Derringer, because his last name is Derringer. What you're asking, I think, is for our profession, since I said Gus is a chef. My profession would be a storyteller.
I see. I believe our peoples are different. What we do is who we are.
Oh, so you tuck things twice.
No, gatherer. Tuk Tuk, gatherer.
Tuck, adventurer.
Adventurer, and shoves pizza in mouth. Adventurer.
Consumer, connoisseur, even.
Pizza roll.
Such a glutton.
Stom, big boss.
Stom warrior.
Stom warrior.
And he is like, We didn't really talk about his specific. Like I said, he's missing his scythe and half of his ear, but he is riddled on his face with like scar tissue.
I'm gonna mark it down as the least kissable.
Yeah, least kissable. You can tell that he's got about 6 scars on his face, different varieties. He has seen combat.
Got half a baker's dozen scars on his face.
Yep. 6 to one, half dozen to the other.
Well, I hope you have enjoyed my zaw.
This is good. I can see why your people eat this.
Yeah. And we have many more wonders to share.
Good. I hope you're able to bring back someone of import or be appointed of someone of import.
I also wish that...
I'm sure we can find someone. Talking's not the hardest part.
Yeah, we're gonna do great.
You have shown yourselves to be quite the diplomats, as it were.
Show up with pizza. It always, 100% of the time, it works every time.
She'll elbow Gus. It's like, oh, maybe I should get a diplomat job. I might be good at it.
Oh, you should totally be a diplomat. I'll make your pizza. I'll be your official diplomatic chef.
So Stom kind of nudges Tuk Tuk and gives him the nod to like follow him.
Oh, I know.
He does.
This is the part where we sneak off after dinner and smoke the magic pipe.
Hashish.
I'm with you. I'm coming.
Stom, do you follow?
Yeah, I read the vibe.
Stom puts a hand on your chest.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh, okay. Stingy.
It's okay.
And then he continues walking away, out of earshot.
Oh, maybe we'll find something, Gus.
Yeah, maybe.
Find something. Just go forage for something to consume in a drug-like manner. He says to Tuk Tuk, when you go with them to the main city, remember not to speak of our people so plainly as they speak of theirs. And remember that not all of their hunters are as friendly as these, with who we are.
Yes, Dumb Warrior. I know. Tuk Tuk will be a good adventurer.
Tuk Tuk, and he looks at you very seriously, and his body language tightens, and he says, "It is important that if they mean us harm, you are no longer gatherer. I need you to be Tuk Tuk, assassin. Do not let them harm our people, should it come to that."
Pride of the people comes first.
And he kind of relaxes and says, "I will leave one of the others here. They will make camp. They will await your return. If you say that they are of import or you bring a diplomat back, then they will lead you back to Rakan."
I will be sure to be safe.
And you would know Fracken is like the kingdom, the main kingdom of the Gyosbuom.
Tuk Tuk's sleeper cell is just an ordinary baker. I hope nobody says daffodil around me.
Dead. Tuk Tuk will end that conversation by putting his head to Stom's head.
Yep.
And
they
then
walk
walk
back
on.
over. Yep. This has been wonderful, darling. Gus, thank you for sharing your meal and your time. Please be safe on your way home. It's dangerous.
I put my forehead against his forehead.
Okay. He returns the gesture.
And I say in vibe, may the dragons look upon you and smile.
Darling will translate exactly word for word, and then look at him like, is that okay to say and do? We're trying to learn.
Stom kind of leans back naturally, not like affronted, and he smiles for how he can smile and says, presumptuous, but thank you.
I read the vibe. You wanted it. You wanted to touch foreheads. Is that like?
No, he meant the dragon comment, not the forehead thing. The forehead thing was fine.
Oh, okay.
The dragon comment was presumptuous.
Oh, wow. Dang. I thought it was spot
The
on
forehead
money
thing
with
is
that one.
fine.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Because I was like, man,
Yeah.
what if this is like a really like people only do? I didn't read the room right at all. And Tuk Tuk and
You
Stom
would-
were lovers.
You wasn't sure if it was like a really personal thing or just like a
Yeah.
No. That could have been bad. No, it's the dragon thing was presumptuous. You said presumptuous, but thank you.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Darling will offer her hand. What we do when we say hello or goodbye, shake hands.
Like I literally take your hand and shake it.
Yep.
He like
Shakes
puts
you
out his 3
aggressively.
fingers and is like, and remember he's got claws on these, so he's like trying
Yeah.
to be careful.
Yeah, she ain't afraid. She's gonna shake his hand. Gentle, at least.
Yeah.
Not fish-handed, though. Proper handshake.
Yeah. This is very informal.
Yeah, that's
And he
how
just
it usually
doesn't
feels.
stop until you like tell him to. Do we just keep doing this?
Then she'll let go after an appropriate amount of time.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. The forehead thing is way better and feels more natural. We should take that. We should adopt it.
No, I do like that one much better.
Tuk. Since I'm sending you on more than just a message run or a gather run, let me bestow a gift upon you for your troubles. Would you like something to protect yourself or something to protect others?
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage.
Is this only to Tuk Tuk, or is this like to?
Only the Tuk.
You know what he says? Pride is most important. I should need to flee. I'll take protection.
So he rummages around in his pack and pulls out a long, weathered brown cloak with a silver chain connecting both sides at the bottom of the hood. There's a hood on the brown hood on this. He hands you the Cloak of the Elementals. Once per long rest, the cloak can negate the damage and effects of one type of elemental damage of the player's choosing. The damage can be negated, but can be switched, but only after a long rest is taken.
Is that in D&D Beyond? Or is that a thing you have
No, this is, I'm glad you asked. So this is one of the patron items that was kicked in by Imaginer versus Gaming. And so basically, once per long rest, you can select an element at the start of the day and have resistance to that element.
It's pretty neat. All right.
Cool.
Does it have a hood?
It does have a hood.
Okay.
Yep.
Ah, sick drip. Tuk Tuk baller.
Baller?
Tuk
No, Tuk Adventurer.
Tuk Tuk pimp money.
This is good?
Tuk Tuk Assassin. What?
Tuk Tuk Assassin.
Tuk Tuk may be assassin.
And so with that, Stom bids you farewell and begins to leave.
Well,
Drive back to town, then back to the bigger one. I'm going to install cushions the next time we get in, if I have enough money.
every time we go to town, you gotta put something new on my car. First, locks, and now cushions.
This place is going to be a nice place to be if I'm going to be here long enough for it.
Well, Kate has anything to say.
It's got a full kitchen. I don't know what else you could want.
I don't know. Soft cushions. Right now, it's soft cushions.
A turret.
Turret
drive.
with
Laser beams.
wheels that make the ride less bumpy.
Engine.
An engine, wings, helicopter propeller. I mean, options. man.
We would have to get
Turbo
rid of sugar and
donkeys.
spice if we
Yeah,
had
turbo donkeys.
an engine. We can't
metal,
do that.
Metal.
They're the show.
No, they could just ride. You could teach Sugar and Spice on how to shoot turrets.
Yeah, exactly.
You just
yeah.
imagine Sugar and Spice.
Gunner donkeys.
Sugar would
Let's
be
do
into it. Spice would be like,
Not for me. I'm not good. I don't get paid enough
I'm
for
gonna
this.
kill someone. It's gonna be with my bare hooves.
Sure, that's Spice's
What if we
way.
do like Rock'em Sock'em Robot style? Added like a couple contraptions on it.
Spice likes
Hoof-controlled.
to watch the life leave a man's eyes.
Yeah, yeah. That's the vibe I got.
That's the spice of life.
That's
Yeah.
the secret
And
of
so-
Spice.
Where we will leave our adventurers for this episode is huddled around a campfire with their new friend Tuk Tuk / babysitter as Stom and the other two Gyosbuom make their leave. That is where we'll end this episode.
Maybe they'll kiss.
Are you sure he's the babysitter and we're not the babysitter? Because we're going to take him to town and we have to make sure this guy doesn't get killed.
All I know is when
Hey, you know
I
what?
could be an
You
assassin.
choose your choice.
when I was a baby and I had a babysitter, the babysitter was the one responsible for getting the pizza. So, because
Oh,
we
that's a
provide
solid
pizza, we are the babysitter.
Shane, it is your right, your duty, your pleasure, your privilege, and your weight that you carry for us to do the Roll for Humanity.
Yeah, so Roll for Humanity is going to be for the Center for Reproductive Rights, a time of uncertainty in our country now as it comes to women's health care, and we want to do a little bit to help. So you could join us in Rolling for Humanity and helping too if you wanted to. We rolled a 12.
Nice. Good start. So, as is my responsibility now that I've bestowed upon myself, I will end these episodes with either a pun joke or a dad joke of sorts. And here we go. Why do seagulls fly over the ocean? Because if they flew over the bay, we'd call them bagels.
Oh, shoot. Freaking knew it. I'm so mad.
I didn't know that one. That's
You should be fucking disappointed, Shane.
Yeah,
That's-
you're friggin' idiot.
You've solved harder puzzles with less information.
I've come up with better responses than the original joke. And I just
But
like,
not
didn't get
today,
it.
you didn't.
No,
Not today.
I fucked it up. I do have a good one though.
Please bestow a gift upon me.
I don't know a lot about Sweden, but the flag is a big plus.
Oh, I've heard that one. That one's super good. I've heard the same thing about London.
Try to decide if I'm mad about it or not.
Yeah.
Wait, you don't like that?
It's decent. It's
I
good.
don't know. I guess I do.
There's what the DJ name is? Two Kids. Oh fuck, I can't remember.
D&J.
That'd be funny though. I can't remember the first one. It's something in Eric.
It's funny.
Oh
Scratch.
god, dude! If you can redeem yourself right, if you can remember right now those two names, you redeem yourself. I need to hear that one. By
Well,
the way,
one of them is Eric.
I
like
know
you
I
said.
like it. I don't care. Let's Ricky.
The first
I
one
bet
is
it's Ricky and
Samantha.
Eric.
It's Ricky and Eric.
It has to be. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just like this. I love it.
Yep.
You're back in my good.
That's pretty good. Devin, do you have one?
Hold on, that was so good. I do.
Okay.
Yo, how does the moon cut his hair?
How does the
Eclipse it.
He waxes.
he clips it?
Oh.
You wax
He does
your
wax because the moon
That's his
waxes and
downstairs.
wanes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it waxes and wanes. Yeah.
Yeah,
You didn't
I
say
see
what
where you're at.
hair? Yeah.
Well, eclipse. it.
Avon.
What sound does a witch's broom make?
What sound does a witch's broom make?
Fuck, another splitter.
It bristles. No.
It meows.
It goes broom broom.
Oh,
Of course it does.
the answer was in the joke.
That's so good. I like that one very much.
Like
It's
that, huh?
so good. Well, we will say, as we always say,
Probably won't be here next
Go
week.
kiss.
we love you.
We love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.